as I went up the elevator to Phendrana Drifts, I was thinking, man, monologues are dumb. I hope I don't do them again.
Well, she did monologue in Fusion while riding up elevators. But thankfully she only did it about 3 or 4 times.
You know, I think that's the only time that it's acceptable.
Now, granted, the game is short, like other Metroids, when you know what you're doing. So, but that's hard to say how much there was time of monologuing and dialoguing to actual gameplay, considering how when it comes to Metroid games, you could take forever or be done really, really fast. That's a little hard. It's a little hard to say. You kind of have to judge it on your first playthrough, because that's when you'll know the least.
Yeah.
I never actually beat Fusion. I got stuck when you come back in through the bottom of Sector 4. I was a dumb kid and couldn't figure out where the hole was to get to the security button to unlock the red doors. I don't know how I missed it. I've seen people play through that part. I'm like, how did I miss this? You just have to fall through the floor.
Oh,
I'm yelling now, probably, aren't I?
Even though Fusion is a little bit more linear.
It's quite linear, but once you get to a certain point, you start getting the ability to branch out to find power-ups.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do after Fusion, like the story. Does Samus become
people have been wanting the sequel to Fusion for a long, long time, and now that you've brought it up, I think this is the best time to go into my, unfortunately, very sad, but possibly necessary, long semi-rant. And unfortunately, I'll have to mention that which shall not be named. But I might have to name it. Okay. After Fusion, it's heavily implied that the Federation isn't happy with Samus destroying the Biologic Space Lab Station.
Again.
And Extension, even though they don't ever specifically state it, probably blowing up SR-388 along with it. Also, these ice burrowers, they're temporary. I didn't remember that. Pick them up for your logbook scanning.
Oh, and yeah, that's what I was thinking. If they ever made a new Metro game, that's what I'd like to see. Like,
also, it's implied that the Federation might even go so far as propaganda might even paint Samus as a quote-unquote, well, not quote-unquote, but
traitor.
More like a terrorist, kind of.
Yeah.
Because it was never revealed that all the crew had died on the space station. If they want to go that far, they might even say that she blew up the station with people still on it.
Exactly.
Though, I mean, that's a lot of speculation of how far they would go. But it's all hinted.
I'd like to see a Metroid game.
I think the line is pretty much straight out. The people wouldn't understand what we did.
Yeah. See, that's why I would want to see a Metroid where instead you play as a GF trooper. Like at one of the missions, maybe see if you could hunt down Samus, see where she is, and
the closest thing we ever got to something branching out from the norm, because once again, Metroid hasn't really established itself where we can get away with that, like Halo has. We established the Spartan program as this cool thing. We can play other Spartans. People were willing to take that. We kind of got that the ODSTs are the normal human version of the Spartans, and that they're total awesome-nauts. I don't know, it's just a phrase I like. I prefer to use that phrase. So people were decently fine playing as an ODST, even though they're still not supposed to be really any match for the Covenant. So the fact that in ODST we completely wrecked the Covenant stuff still. Well, but you know, how else are you gonna play the game?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Romeo gets stabbed in the chest by the back of Grammy Hammer. Buck just jumps up and stabs his neck.
True, it does take 4 ODSTs to take down the Brute Chieftain in a cutscene.
I love that. Half-pipe structure detected.
It's in quotation marks.
Half-pipe. Get your skateboard ready, Samus. Tony Hawk's ready for you.
Okay. I should get back to my ranting. Oh, also, I don't pick them up yet because, so the Ice Burrowers, the Ice Shriek Bats, there's another ice thing, I think.
Who's that giant space dragon?
He's just taking a gentle you know,
Hey
fly
Samus,
through
guess where I
Phendrana.
am?
He's just on a little relaxing fly. Since he doesn't drive.
Just flies by. Hey Samus, guess where I am that you aren't? Above of you.
He probably doesn't even notice her. Otherwise, he probably would have been like, "Rawr!"
Man, entering the atmosphere sure got me hot. Better cool down.
Gonna take a dip.
Where's
Where's the body of water big enough for me?
Wait, isn't Ridley supposed to be like a high-ranking guy in the space pirate ranks?
I'm not exactly sure.
If he is, I think
they refer to him in this game as geoform. Yeah, they actually use the term geoform, which would be an Earth shape.
Earth shape. Yes, Ridley's a
Translated
planet.
literally.
Yes, Ridley's a.
He's not a bioform. He's not a life shape. He's an Earth shape.
Yes, Ridley is a rock with wings.
Space dragon.
Space dragon.
Anyway.
But yeah.
And they say that basically they call him the chief enforcer of their security forces. So he does. They don't imply they're giving him like a command position. They give him like
security.
Security. Not even like leading security. More like the big muscle guy that you have. The chief enforcer.
The Frank Horrigan.
I don't even know what that's from. I don't remember what I'm going to next. I know I'm supposed to go back to the Talon overworld. Oh,
yeah,
I know.
Space jump.
I know why. I was gonna go that way, and I remembered.
Space jump.
Yeah, then I remember there's an elevator that leads right out to Talon overworld if I go this way.
You know, I think Ridley was flying by Phendrana, just like, you know what? Let's see what the space pirates are up to. They always got something cool.
Yeah, here's another thing I messed up. I thought maybe I could make that jump, but nope.
Just...
Sorry, choking on my own spit.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm gonna put it on my mic. I think I'm done.
Yeah, Samus just taking a stroll through lava.
Woo! Don't choke on your own spit, people. It's not fun.
It isn't. Especially when you're working. Then it gets awkward.
It gets awkward. It's just like, hold on a minute, folks. I gotta sit this out. Especially if you're like a retail job, like you're a checkout person, and you're just there coughing. Even if you're not coughing on their stuff, it's just like.
Oh, I just realized this is Metroid. I can't do any Metal Gear references.
And why not? Because we already established them in relation to Halo?
No, I mean like because Metal Gear Solid. There's nothing really here to reference Metal Gear Solid.
What was there in Halo other than that one line I took out of context?
Oh yeah, the Chief. Chief.
She only says it twice, but yeah. You know, we've come completely distracted from the rant I was attempting to establish. Do I have enough time? I might. Okay. Let's try to get back to that. LJ, bad.
Aww.
I'm wagging my finger at you for the audience to know.
And I'm wagging one of my fingers at your back.
Do I? I'm not gonna ask what finger, actually.
Yeah.
I think the audience can guess. What finger LJ's using.
There's only two. There's
only two you use.
Yes, there's only two that I could give right now, and it's the commenter's decision which one it is. So decide.
Oh boy. Okay, let's try this again.
That's right. This is a commenter's decision.
I think I fall off again. Okay. Anyway, let me not distract myself. So, I agree. I think it would be an interesting place to take the Metroid series to go after Fusion. I might not support your GF Trooper idea in that regard, as in for the game to take place afterwards. But
yeah,
it would be nice if Metroid could establish itself in order to break out. Wonder if I do a cut. I screwed up really badly. I wonder if you get to see my embarrassment or not.
Oh, don't you just hate when you're going on the half pipe?
Oh, you keep screwing it up.
Yeah, just that one boost would always screw you up.
Well, fine. If I don't mess up, then I edited it so well I didn't even notice.
Damn, Aaron, you're a good editor.
Well, we'll find out, or if I forgot again, like I did with some of my Halo deaths. I didn't die, obviously, but I just screwed up rather pathetically. Oh, good, I edited. Okay, I'll just let everybody know, even though they can probably guess. I forgot to get out of morph ball mode, and I rolled right off the gap.
Samus,
and I had to go back. Yeah.
Samus just jumps up in there. Why did I do that?
Gotta show off. Alright, let me try to get back. Again! Ugh. Okay. I would love them to do Metroid 5.
It would
However,
be sweet.
we've established a spoiler alert, and this is the spoiler that I'm being sarcastic about, kind of. The computer in Fusion is apparently the digitized brain of Adam Malkovich, who, to remind people, at the very end of Fusion, calls the perfect military mind.
Very. He blew up his brother.
I don't like to talk about that. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to bring it up slightly. I think now some history. Metroid is better selling in, I'll just call it the West. To be generic.
Prime.
It's better selling in the West than in Japan. Okay.
For Prime.
Especially Prime. Pretty much all of the series, but especially Prime. They didn't like Prime at all. Japan.
No, they didn't.
But so take that in mind. It sells better in the West. I think I know there's detractors who say they liked Other M. I'm not gonna argue with them. They have their opinion. I just think they're idiots. I can say that. They have their opinion, but I think they're idiots. That's a legitimate response.
It is. Well,
but
is it?
The Predator is increased in the Phendrana region. Okay, anyway. I'm confident enough to say a very large majority of fans, in the West especially, absolutely hate the characterization of Adam Malkovich in Other M.
Just makes him look like an asshole.
His characterization is awful, atrocious, negative words. You may even cuss. I give you permission to cuss openly at Adam Malkovich. I will refrain, but you may.
You know what?
Keep it clean, LJ, though.
You know what? I'm just thinking, should we post another video that's just me saying words that describe Adam?
You may do that on your own time.
Yeah, I might just do that.
Okay. So I've got that out. Adam Computer is also the fact, considering how he died in Other M, it makes no sense how they were able to recover his brain, by the way.
Yeah.
To turn it into a computer. That's a separate point. That's a separate point entirely. His characterization is so bad to most of the fans. Computer Adam is either A, going to have to be completely written out of Metroid 5, which would be such an obvious plot device. It would be so obvious because they just established that he was Adam at the end of the game. So you get so I feel like he's got to be included as a main character in Metroid 5. But his characterization is so dang awful. I would hate him. I don't care if they actually characterized him good in 5. I would hate him just for the fact of what I know they did to him in Other M. So the problem being, everybody wants them to go 5, but unless they write Adam out, which would be such a contrived thing, they have to make another game overriding Other M just to fix it.
Look what you did,
So we have a lose-lose situation is what I'm getting at here.
We do.
Because people don't want another prequel or interquel. They want a sequel, but the problem is, I just stated
Adam.
Problem is Adam. He's characterized so awful for so much of the fan base that he wouldn't be able to stand him. And if you wrote him out, you'd be losing so much potential you built up in Fusion. Sakamoto, you did fine in Fusion, why'd you screw up? I'm not going to even delve into what possibly happened.